I want to know what's happening with some of the images that I have been seeing regarding Volodymyr Zelensky and his wife, Olena. Now, everybody's been following what is happening with Ukraine. I don't think that there is, well, except maybe for Putin, there's no one that agrees that Russia should have invaded Ukraine. I really bristle whenever I am met with criticism for asking questions about, for instance, why did they get rid of that one? They got rid of a prosecutor and a couple of other folks that had been kind of clamping down on some corruption. If you criticize that or ask questions, you're met with, I guess you just support Russia then. If you ask, why is it that they're banning media, a number of media outlets in Ukraine, then you're met with, well, I guess you support Russia then. You cannot support Russia and also not support banning media. You realize this, right? These are two different things. Now, I've been seeing these photographs. There was this, I don't know, I guess it's like Vogue sent a photographer over there. And it had Zelensky and his wife, the First Lady of Ukraine, in their compound. And they're doing these photographs. The Telegraph quoted them, and that's a British paper. They said the Ukrainian president spoke candidly about missing his wife and family while revealing he was not focused on romance. The headline was something like, "The war is making our love stronger." The thing that got me, though, because at first I was like, okay, they're showing what's happening in a time of war. I kind of get that, right? Because it's, you're photographing these people in, their bunker during a time of war. These are just interesting photographs, and it's an interesting story. It's not like they're modeling, like $1,000 designer outfits. Oh, wait, here is this photograph. This is the one that got me. This is when I thought, this is a little weird. It is another image from the Vogue shoot. And she's in like designer wear in front of graffiti and Ukrainian soldiers, and in like a, in front of destroyed property, it just looks, she looks like she's on the front line in designer wear. And that was when I went, oh boy, that's bad. That is bad. That's really bad. That's when, because that is also a form of propaganda. This is what, I really think this needs to be taught in J schools. And I think it needs to be taught in high schools. Propaganda isn't just what the bad guys use. Propaganda is a neutral. It's a style. It is a way of using a platform or distribution. And I knew Annie Leibovitz took these photos. I knew it instantly. She has a Hallmark style to her photos. But they staged these photographs of the Ukrainian First Lady in front of this, these destroyed, with the conscripts there, and it just is, dude, it's bad. But it's a form of propaganda. And it just makes me have questions. This is why I'm like, always question everything, which apparently it's not proper to do. You can't do that anymore. It's considered bad. Can't question everything, because if you question things, it doesn't matter. It's not just the left that does this. And I've noticed this is more the neocon right. And I'm using this word correctly, unlike just like throwing it to everyone I disagree with on foreign policy. It is a little neocon-y, but it is a form of propaganda, and this can be used by right and left. I just think this is such bad taste. I'm not wrong in this, right? I am not the only person looking at these photos, right? Kane, what do you make of that? When you saw her in the designer stuff in front of the...
Yeah, it's a little elitist. to me.
It's just so tone deaf.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You're
It's
in a war.
Yeah. So why pose that way? I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I would be criticizing if it was Churchill, after the Blitzkrieg, wearing a designer coat and using the backdrop of war for a fashion shoot. I would have been equally critical.
Right. And I wonder if Vogue had set this up. Like, they're like, all right, this is what we need. We need you standing in front of this wreckage with some soldiers. We need a couple of shots like that. And they're just going along with it.
Yeah, but they could have. I just think I don't believe that. I don't believe that of them. I believe that they would have said, wait a minute, this is a serious thing. This is war. I don't know, right?
I know. I would hope that they would say that, but it appears they didn't.
I don't know. That's where I thought, oh my gosh, this is just not good. It does not, I don't know. It's just very uncomfortable.